What's up, Patreon? Jason here. How you doing? Got me Malta India. This is a drink I discovered by accident. My boy James down in Florida, he's been drinking them since he was a kid. I had never heard of them, and I'm always looking for drinks to pair with cigars, non-alcoholic drinks. So, always looking for something different or interesting that might work well with a particular cigar. Anyway, you're going to hear some explosions because it's the 4th of July here in the city. And we had today off. We went up to Lone Wolf. I thought about getting some video up there, but, it was a social environment, and it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right, And I just wanted to be, part of it. Warning right now, there's not going to be any harmonica content at all in this video. None. So, if that's what you came for today, or if you were hoping to hear some harmonica in this video, it probably isn't going to happen. Unless I just decide to go in there and get one, right? It is hot in New Orleans, I'm not going to lie. I've always said you can't complain about the cold and complain about the heat. You got to pick one. And I think I chose to not complain about the heat. So, but like the song says, like Badger the Witness says, I'm just telling you it's hot. I'm not complaining. I'm telling you that it's hot. I know all the dogs in the neighborhood, right? Now, I'm not a dog person. I'm not a dog person. But I watch they get walked out in front of my yard, right? And, I don't really have a yard. I mean, I kind of have a yard. I got a patch of grass that's, a little bigger than my prison cell once upon a time. Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy 4th of July. The cat is inside freaking out. Yeah. He's okay. He'll be all right. He's got us. Y'all take care. He's gonna make it. Almost let this one go out here. Something's up with that. So, yeah, man. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, people. Up there with Lone Wolf. Tomorrow, we're leaving to drive to New York City. That's better. And, we got a new drummer on the tour. He's not a new drummer. He's just subbing for our regular drummer. So he's new to us, and he's new to us temporarily. So I'm a little nervous about that, but I sent him a little extra money to spend a little extra time working on the tunes. And hopefully, that'll pay off for me. It's Nick Moss's old drummer, Patrick Seals, who he has a great work ethic. So I know that we're going to get the best that he can do. And I feel good about that. But of course, we're going to miss John Perkins, right? Just so you know, all the dates are up on www.mooncat.org. And the site is well updated right now at the moment. And we're going to New York City, New Hampshire, and Lancaster, and they say in Lancaster, they say Lancaster, and it's the home of scrapple, that crazy meat that makes like corned beef hash look like white bread, right? It's like this green meat, right? It's the Charlie Parker song, had scrapple from the apple, because I guess nothing rhymed with Lancaster. Fister. Scrap. Hey, man, bro, I respect you, respect me, and go. Okay, afa. All right, let me give you the origin of the word afa. So that's short for afangula, gule, right? It's Italian for fuck off, okay? So like, I didn't know that. I'm Italian. My father was Italian. My grandparents were Italian. My mom's Norwegian. Dreadlocks are a tribute to my Viking heritage. Nah, I just think they look cool. But I guess they are, right? Too, they're that. The dreadlocks, yo, what this is about me observing my most natural state of being. So this is a tribute to me trying to stay out of the way and let things happen naturally, because that's what you got to do to get hair like this, and you got to do it for a long time. Sure, you separate them and create make sure that they don't go together into too big of a one. You can decide how big or thick or thin they are, but once you sort of decide that, that's it. And I might tighten them up on the bottom with a little rubber band so I don't get a stick, get stuck or something. Like if I'm walking under a tree, I don't want to be hung on the tree because I got a stick going through the beginning of one of my locks, right? So I put a little rubber band on each one. It takes me about 20 minutes to do that, and then I'm done for a few months. Afa, man. So my father used to say Afa. He'd say it to me. He'd say it to the dogs. I just said it to the moth. I didn't know it meant fuck off. And he was saying short. It was like this Americanized hybrid of, instead of afangule, he'd say Afa, man. So one day I asked him, I said, hey, Dad, I said, I didn't really know my father. You can check him out on YouTube. Just check out, Google search Joe Ricci, right? This is some private shit, y'all. And, if you write stuff to me about it, I mentioned it in one of the YouTube videos, right? Or on one of the Patreon videos. I think it was a Patreon video. No, it was a YouTube video, the one on What is the Blues. And a couple people wrote to me, and I think I responded to Nate Vance, because I know him from Maine. And the other person, I'm sorry if you're watching this and I didn't respond, I might not respond. It's something that maybe we could talk about over a cigar someday, right? I can tell you, I loved him, and he was brilliant. And I can tell you that he was also imperfect. And I think he made a hell of a mark on the world. And not all of it was positive, But I wish I could talk to him now. I guess I kind of am, in a way, right? Keeping him alive. I'm telling you guys. But yeah, you can Google him. You're gonna see some messed up stuff. You can go on YouTube. You can type in Joe Ricci and find out all kinds of stuff about the mafia and the school and all that, and that he was part of, and all this stuff, And you won't get the whole story. You can find a spin on it either way. You can find a spin that he was discriminated against, that he didn't do anything wrong, and you can find a spin that says he was the worst guy in the entire world. All right. That's how the news is, right? You can just pick whatever one you decide you want to agree with, right? So it's gonna be another great day, right? It's gonna be another great day. My boy, my man Lee Mack, the cigar guy, has got some cigars coming out, right? So he went from a reviewer to an entrepreneur. Hey, I just made that up, you know. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited. The cigars are called Great Days, and they're coming out soon. I just sent in my secret email. You know, he's got a thing where he says, sometimes if you make it to the end of the video, right? Like I've done it before with the avocado thing. It's just something that YouTubers, think to do, like even without looking at each other, because we know that nobody makes it to the end of the video, Yeah. Shout out to Travis. Saw you riding on your motorcycle on Instagram, blasting the Ricci Crown shit. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to brother Travis. Shout out to brother Mal. Sorry I haven't been talking to you, bro. Love you, man. Love you, bro. I've been overwhelmed. I think I told you guys in the last video, and that hasn't changed. I'm overwhelmed. I'm working a lot. I'm teaching a lot. I'm traveling a lot. Got to leave tomorrow to drive over 24 hours to get to the first gig, play the first gig. Have no idea where we're going to stay. They don't have rooms for us. It's in New York City. It's going to be hard. Going to have to find a place to stay. We got the new drummer coming in, picking up the damn bass player at the airport. Got the cat riding in the car with us because he's sick. Fester's not doing good. He's pooping on shit. We don't know why. It sucks. I don't know if I've been a good cat dad all the time, because sometimes I think, I have to let him know that I'm unpleased with the behavior. But at the same time, is it something that he can help? And am I making it worse? If it's an anxiety issue or some kind of mental health situation, am I making it worse by being, disciplinarian or, an asshole back to him? I don't know. Earlier I had another soda with this cigar, and this cigar was not as good. So sometimes it takes a minute to find the right thing. You got to try out stuff and see if you like it. And sometimes you got to give things a chance. Like with cigars. You might have a cigar and you might be in a bad mood. You might have a drink you don't necessarily like that much. It might be too hot out. It might be a bad song on the radio. It might be the company that you're with, right? So same thing goes with music. So if you guys are at home and you're studying and you're thinking, I don't like this scale, or I don't like this exercise, or this seems too hard, I don't know why Jason wants me to do this, or I don't know why Philippe Gers or whoever it is wants me to do this. Well, there's nothing wrong with coming back to that, okay? But, like with a cigar, right, usually, if a lot of people say it's a good cigar, a lot of people I trust or that I look up to, right, if they say it's a good cigar, I usually buy 2 of them, right? And I'll have one. I call it one to rest, one to test. And I'll have one, after a couple of weeks, I'll let it settle down a little bit. And I try to set the environment. Like, I would never have a new cigar and do a Patreon video, because I can't concentrate on the cigar. Not enough. So, and then I'll come back to it later. in a different frame of mind. So maybe do the same thing with some of these videos. So if you see one of these videos and, you know, it's not speaking to you, I got to make a video tomorrow to go on Free Friday, or I'll make one from the road. I'm going to do a video from the road, right, where I'm going to put the phone on the van, right, and we're going to record a video, and we're going to ask the guys in the van what they don't like about harmonica players. Right? And we're going to ask them to ask, like, questions, right? You know. I don't think it'll be a live video because the internet might be in and out, right? But we're going to do a video, and it might go on YouTube, and it might go on Patreon. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see how wild we get. If we get wild, it'll be just for y'all. And I won't have time to edit it to make 2 different versions, so it'll be one or the other, right? One to rest, one to test. So, you know, go check out, you know, stuff and see if you like it. And if you don't like it, not like, you know, hey, listen to this, right? Like, if there's no, just come back to it later or don't, right? Like, dig this. Like, there's all kinds of other stuff you can do. And that might be God or your higher power or the universe or whatever you want to call it, leading you in a different direction. So you might watch a video of Jason's, mine, one of my videos. I'm not talking to myself in the third person. I'm talking to you. I'm talking as if you're thinking, if I'm in your brain, right? You might watch a video of mine, and you might say, hey, like, you know, I'm not ready for this guy, right? Or I don't like this, right? I guess if you're here, you're probably not like that, but maybe one of my videos, you're like, you know, maybe one of the ones I'm like, arpeggiating 6 chords, or the 7 overdraw, or the 6 overdraw. I'm not ready for all that. Nothing wrong with that. Today, I smoked a 1965 80th anniversary Padron cigar. Now, it wasn't made in 1965. That's just the name of the cigar. And it was an 80th anniversary cigar. So, first of all, Padrones are about as good as it gets for New World cigars. New Worlds are called that's cigars after the Cuban embargo. Now, I don't think they're the best, but I think they're damn good. You guys know me. I like the Tatuaje. I like the My Father. I like Pepin and Tatuaje. Pete Johnson, my man from Maine. That's who I like. Okay, those are the cigars I find the most interesting. That's what I'm smoking today. Limited edition La Riqueza. I think it means the workshop. Am I mixing that up with something else? Anyway. No, that's La Atelier. That means the workshop. I forgot what La Riqueza means. Tell me in the comments. So I smoked this cigar. It was free. Somebody sent it to me. Very expensive cigar. $32 cigar. I smoked this cigar today. I was in a good mood. I was on a full stomach. I had a nice beverage that I know pairs well with other Padrones. It was terrible. I mean, terrible. Sorry, Pete G, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But let me tell you one thing about that cigar. That was one of the best cigars I've ever smoked. Because that's a $32 cigar that I'll never want to buy again. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, see, here's the thing. I don't know if I would buy that cigar again. I don't know if I would spend $32 to try that again. But it doesn't cost $32 to go back to one of my old YouTube videos that might not have made sense to you 9 months ago and go check it out again. It might make sense to you now. And if it doesn't, I don't blame you. Find something else to do it. I got this cool video that I made yesterday of unboxing the cigars. I think I'm gonna put it up. It's on my Instagram. I don't know how many of you guys are on Instagram. Let me know if you're on Instagram. Like, and send me a message. I thought that was a real hawk. Yeah, like put your Instagram handle like, or no, message me on Instagram and be like, yo, bro, follow me back, right? I'll check you all out. Just be like, yo, I'm your Patreon patron, bro. I'll check you on out. I don't care if you're giving $1 a month or $20 a month. If you come up to me at a show and you say you're on Patreon, man, I'm sorry, but we're closer. We're definitely closer, you know, because this site has changed my life. I mean that. I mean that. That's why y'all are, you know, cutting and cramping my style right now with this. Because my style is alone out here. This is, you know, and I know I'm alone now, right? I'm making a video, but I'm not really alone. I'm thinking about you guys. Do you know that I never knew how a spider cast its web? I never knew how they got from one spot to another and put the web up. I saw that happen tonight. The web was right there. It's going across. I had to go around as to be respectful to Miss Spider's web because I respected it because I saw it done. It's artful. I'm sure you all know. I'm a little late to the party, to the spider party, but they just cast it and they let the wind take it. And, you know, there's barely any wind, but she waited until the minute there was the tiniest breeze, and I mean tiny. And she put that web out, and boom, it went across. Respect to Miss Spider. Tatuaje cigars are my jam. But if somebody gifts me a Padron, I'm going to save it, and I'm going to wait for a special day and have it. And usually I say, it's a damn good cigar, but not as good as some of my Tatuajes. And I'll tell you, you know, you can have the same cigar 3 different days in a row and have a different experience, depending upon you. See, the things in life are subtle, right? There's subtle differences, subtle amounts of agitation, subtle amounts of joy, subtle amounts of enthusiasm that are present in our lives. And the key is being able to tap into that, to be able to see where we're resting. And it's okay if we're resting in a place that's not necessarily positive, okay? Like, or something that is looked at as positive by other people. But the key is to recognize that and to operate from, hey, what's happening? How you doing? Good. And to operate from that place, right? Like, to go, okay, listen, I'm aware that I'm a little agitated today. I'm aware that I'm tired. I'm aware that I'm overworked. So what am I going to do about that? Okay, so how am I, well, one of the first things that you can do is if you're feeling agitated and you're around somebody like Kate or the band, it might not be a bad idea to put it out in the open, get it out there. Hey guys, I don't know why, for no reason today, I'm just feeling a little agitated. So if I come off in the wrong way, I'm sorry, I don't know if I got enough sleep or ate the wrong food or too many damn fireworks. Sick cat. Bad $32 Padron. Heat. Too hot. Not enough money. These are all things that affect everybody. The weather, the finances, the work, the anxiety, the stress. And it can be, a great day is not the absence of those. The great day is knowing that we can get through that no matter what. And it's okay. It's okay to not be okay, y'all. It's okay. But I gotta tell you, and I'd be wrong if I didn't say this, because I've spent many years writing music about what it's like to not be okay, and letting everybody know that I wasn't okay, and letting everybody know that I was in pain, and that I was hurt, and that I had a hard childhood, and blah blah blah, and drug addiction, and prison, and jail, and all that. And I'd be a bad cat if I didn't tell you that I am happy today. I am happy today. And no matter what is going on in my life today, it might not feel like it in the moment, always, but I know deep down that I'm going to be okay. And I trust in the process. I trust that there's something that I'm going to learn. You know, that bass player that plays with J.P. Soares, his name's Cleveland Frederick. One day he said to me, you know, Jason, calm seas don't make good sailors. Mm-hmm. And if you listen to music, which I know you guys do, you'll know there's a lot of songs about sailing. There's women, and then there's a lot of songs about sailing. A lot. I don't really care for the water. I was a sailboat that sunk. Oh, they just started the new video. Went over the minute mark already. Welcome back, everybody. I was on a boat that sunk. And I've been scared, but been scared to go back out on the water. It's just not the way I'd like to die. Right? I'm not afraid of death. I'm not. But I would like to be able to minimize my chances of certain ways of death. I mean that. I'm really not afraid of death. It's disturbing to my wife, as a matter of fact. I've been in scenarios, and I'm not bragging, okay? I'm just telling you the truth. I've been in scenarios where I've been tested, where I would see what I would do if something happened. Scenarios where I had to fight, where some people maybe would choose not to fight. I'm talking about physical fights, like in jail and stuff. They would choose to try to go the easier way, and then which would ultimately be the harder way, and not fight. And I've seen myself react to situations where somebody was in trouble, and there were people that wouldn't do anything, and without thinking about it, I jumped into the scenario. So I know a little bit about myself, and I know that in chaotic situations, I come to life. I'm okay. I'm at peace in chaos. But where I have trouble is when things are going pretty well. When things are easy. For example, like if I'm teaching a lesson all day, teaching lessons one after the other, and I got maybe 20 minutes or something in between two lessons, or 30 minutes or something, maybe an hour, and I want to kick back, go to the bathroom, maybe walk to the store, grab a cup of coffee, make a cup of coffee, maybe have a quick cigar. And Kate says to me, hey, you think you take the trash out or something? I got a better chance of being a dick in that scenario than when they told me I had a tumor behind my eye, right? Which, by the way, it's healed pretty good. I do have a weird, sort of little tiny weird scar there. Like a little, but I like it. I'll be all right. But yeah, I'll react worse to the trash. By the way, the trash people haven't really come in New Orleans in 3 weeks. Remember when I told you what happens if the trash people don't come? Yeah, that's what happens. It's not looking good. This is a weird city. Check out the Instagram if you want to see where I live. All right. There's and you're on Instagram, which I'm on a lot. Okay, which I told you that already. But like, if you go there, there's an Instagram called "Look at This Fucking Street." It's about this city. It's hilarious. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap it up. We're getting near the 30-minute mark. Again, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. Thank you very much for checking me out. I could go on all night, but this is going to take long enough to upload because I'm going to do it from the phone. I forgot to turn the phone the wrong way. I think after 17 years of YouTubing, I would have remembered to turn the phone the right way, but it didn't happen. Kate got me this new thing so I don't have to set the phone up on that thing. She heard about the incident where the shit smashed all over the porch. She heard it from in there. I did get the ashtray out of the bushes, by the way. Free from attack from New Orleans insects. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. Thanks for being part of this, and thanks for entertaining me. You're entertaining me too, just by watching. When I wake up and I look at the comments and stuff, even if I don't write back right away, it means a lot to me to know you guys are here. Sometimes it's a little scary, I'll be honest. Some of the emails I get are pretty personal, but I like that. I know I recognize that I bring that out in people, and that's okay. I try to respond to every single message that I get. I do. And if I don't, if you send me a message and I don't respond, okay, it's not that I ignored your message, okay, it's that I saw it, I wanted to respond, but in that particular moment, I didn't have time. And then I told myself I was going to respond later, and I didn't, And I might have clicked on the email, which made it go white instead of bold, and then now it got overlooked. Send me another message and say, hey, Mooncat, asshole, this is my man, right? I want to talk to you. This is your man. I want to talk to you. This is your girl. I want to talk to you, man. Get with me, right? I need to talk to you. Okay, I got you. Thanks, Patreon. I appreciate it. Look forward to some videos from the road, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Thank you.